Alrighty. Hello everyone, and welcome to Photigy Q&A for Photigy Premium members. I'm Alex Koloskov, your host. How you doing, guys? Today we're late, one hour late, but now it is time. As goal, Richie. Yes, Alisa. Awesome. Glad to see you guys here. Okay, let's see. So this was the last one, and we do have here. Yeah, Aurora. This is amazing. I want to tell those of you who don't know, these images made by application. So this is the photo of actual item, actual product, and this is how AI process it. So it looks just amazingly cool. And Aurora, I don't know if you're here or not. I understood that it created the environment by itself, right? I mean, we have AI to do the prompting for you as well. So I'm reminding you that application is about to be released to everyone. Right now, this is for AI, the Students of AI for Photographers course, but it soon will be ready. We're releasing it, and we're releasing with all these splash creators and smart AI creator, where no prompt is needed, just a photo, and it will do magic for you. So just stay tuned. Okay, let's talk. Let's see. Michelle, I think it's really good, and I mean it fit into the images that you provided very well. This is another image. I remember I was reviewing this shoe some time ago, and again, looking at the scene that it created, looks like it analyzed and did it to fit the subject. And I think this is the original photo. So this photo was supplied, and this is the outcome. Of course, the whole application is made for photos like this. Photos without any propping, and simple photos that you can do just with anything, almost with your iPhone, on any background, even background that is not actually kind of uniform. I can show you. Let's say if you have image, I do have few images here, like image of this, for example. Image of perfume. Just it's an iPhone shot. It's a little bit even tilted, and it should be straightened out. You see, there is no photography background at all. And if we feed it into the application, position it properly, somehow like this. So we have guidelines now, rule of third. Soon we will have rotation. There is no rotation yet. So you can kind of straighten out the photos. But basically, it's like this. No prompt is needed. You run it, and it will create something for you. You can always add keywords. Let's say for this shot, I would add orange flowers, for example, or something orange. That will work well with the image. And actually, window on the left side, it's also good to add, because this is what we had on the original photo, the window on the side. So to match it, we better add it as a keyword. However, it's gonna make it even without anything. So as you can see, it did it. But again, this is something that we need to help our AI. So if I put orange flowers, window on the left, well, that's enough. That's probably will be enough, and it will generate something which will be more suitable. So this example, I just showing you that you don't even need to clip out the subject from the background. It can do it for you. Okay, let's see. 1 second, we'll wait a few more seconds to get the result, and I'll jump to the original review, because on this, well, it looks good. Aurora, I don't need to add anything. I like what you did and what AI did for you. And well, let's see. So yeah, I need to be regenerated, I guess. But this, as you can see, it fits way better. Beside being the flowers over there, so let's just regenerate. But the image was with the window, and it fit the subject, the look of the subject, way better. This is how you work with application, and it will be little tutorials of how to play with each of these workflows once it's released to public. So it will be a little video where I will explain how to use specific application. Yeah, this is nice. This is kind of perfect. So this image now can be downloaded or can be viewed here. Yeah, it fits perfectly. I would say it really fits perfectly because of the window, because of the flowers. The only thing that the bottle is a little bit tilted, which is not good. But the image is wow. And we have upscaled version as well, so 3000 pixel will be on a larger side. We also released Milk Splash Creator. This where you can create the shape of the splash just inside the application, let's say something like that, and then run it. Light green background, milk splash with berries, and we have shape, and it will create image for you which you can download, and then basically it's very similar to what we have the stock splashes. Many of you know that we sell those packs, the splashes that I did in the studio. But this way, you see, it creates a splash for you, and the splash is super photorealistic. It just amazingly well done, I would say. You can use it right away. If you look at the image, this is the splash. And honestly, I can tell that it was generated by AI. The berries actually can be slightly off because, you know, we know the shape of the berries. Since the splash can be any shape, it just done amazingly good. Okay, enough announcements. Let's go. Okay. Sanfer, didn't see your work for a while. Okay. I guess this is the lighting setup, so diffuser on top, right? And yeah, black and white, not sure. Okay, so Sanfer. I didn't see if you tell me or somewhere. I didn't see where the problem is. So was it email? I like the problems because I can solve them. Hopefully. Okay. Yeah. Aurora, just send me. Remind me where I can find that problem. Sanfer. Let's talk first about the composition and the way that you prop it. My question is how you come up with these flowers and these colors. I mean the colors of the flower. I don't think it works well here. I don't think it works well, unfortunately. Because your subject doesn't have any pink, and your table, it actually matches the subject. Okay, it has this kind of strange look. I don't know how to call it, but flowers is not really belong to this shot. These flowers, okay, they're nice, they're soft, they have, well, it's a flower, and kind of rounded, curved shape, pink, and I don't think it's good prop material for here, really. It's very interesting to use this application that I was showing you just a moment ago to brainstorm the propping for the real shot. Let's say you have some subject, you have, okay, kind of, that's something that you can use, and you're not sure how to prop it. Since we have on this application, since we have AI analyzing, I'm talking about this smart photo creator, we have AI analyzing the subject and creating the scene based on the subject. It just think, okay, what kind of propping, what kind of stuff will fit around the subject, in a good way. And we charge you guys only when you download picture. So when you generate, we don't charge you anything. It's free, which means you can run this app with the just simple photo of your subject, even without the studio. You just snap it somewhere and see what kind of propping, what kind of environment AI offers for you. And then you can probably mimic something, or at least get some ideas of how to prop the real shot. So before you go to studio and before you buy things or collect items for the propping, it may worth to run it through here just to get some ideas. For example, if we have this picture, it's here, of this meter, right? This how called voltmeter or whatever. I just shoot it since it has black stuff, so I shoot it on white to a foam core boards this way. And when I run it without telling AI anything about it, just like this, I position it on the 1/3 and remove any keywords. I run it, it will give me some ideas. And then if I like that, I can go and prop it and do the real shot. Because, well, this is not the kind of silver bullet. It's not gonna do all your job, because what you can shoot, it can be really high resolution. If your client need higher than web resolution, you better do a shot, the real shot. And for you, it's fun, and it's good money and thing. So this is relatively small. Right now it's 1000 by 1000, but it will be version of this app where you can download 3000 pixel by 3000 pixel or 4 by 3, somewhere like this, depending on the aspect ratio. But this is the good tool of brainstorming your future shots. So as you can see, it created the environment just based on the subject. So workbench, some stuff, that actually looks cool with this subject. And then you can do something similar if you want to shoot it. Okay. So Sanford, I think it may be a cool idea for you to just shoot this perfume on some white or gray background, uniform background, and run through application. In terms of lighting, there are issues as well. I like this dramatic look. Okay, I like it. It's it looks interesting. However, some of the parts of your subject are not visible at all. I don't see the bottom. I don't see where it. Oh, actually, well, is it the shadow or it's a shadow? So I got it lost here. Okay, this is no definition on this area on the bottom, on the lower area of this around the subject, and it needs to be something. We need to have light to separate subject from the table. Okay. Also, this part it's almost like a motion blur. Maybe it's a filter. And looks like something is going on here, because this label partially covered with that something, and you see it starts squeezing the pixels, and this part of M sticking out, you see this one, and so it doesn't look natural. It looks like heavily manipulated. I know many of you guys really don't like AI thing for photographers, saying, hey, it's not real and stuff. But let me ask you this. Is it real? I mean, this is not real. It doesn't look like real, because somebody did something probably in Photoshop. Well, photographer, Sandra, you did it, right? And you made it not real. And we all use Photoshop for our stuff. We combine photos, we manipulate them, and it's fine. So again, I'm like advocating the AI. It's just a tool that manipulates photos. It's not going to create photos for us. It's manipulation. And regardless of any tool that we use, regardless of the tool, we need to make sure that the outcome look good and look real. This is what I was trying to do with the application, to make it look real. This stuff, for example, look real, really real. If you start digging pixels, you may find some discrepancies, maybe, but still. The same over this image. If I start digging it, I see some strange thing going on. So, for background should be, it should complement your subject, not by trying to dissolve it, but trying to pop it, bring attention to the subject. Your background is pulling attention away from the subject. This area at the bottom, it's super bright. It's like a really bright spot. It's nothing there. It just, and the subject is more like, in shady area and against strange motion blur on it. So I think you need to work better in blending. Whatever you do in Photoshop, make sure it looks real. And then propping. These flowers, I don't think it works here well. Maybe some rubber stuff, maybe some, I don't know. This perfume, it's men's, right? I mean, it should be. At least it looked like to me. So maybe some men's stuff, maybe cigars. Maybe what I would do, I would put a wood, some dark wood, like almost like a driftwood, and put this thing on it. It will be rough, but it will be a different texture. It won't be glossy like this, and again, with some propping, this perfume will look better there. Okay. Okay, Aurora, thank you. Okay, oh yeah, for the browser, yes, that's what I read, Aurora, yeah. We didn't change yet the way that it downloads. When you run the application and download something, it asks you where to download, so you should be able to see. But it's not downloading through the kind of browser runtime. There is nothing on browser. It just downloads the system runtime, so it saves as a file. And well, I didn't fix it. I think you fixed it. You found where those images are stored, right? I didn't do anything, really. We have the developers thinking how to make this download work a little bit different. So the browser will register it, because when you download something on browser, let's say you do some, I don't know, so whenever you save in here, right, if you go to save, the same dialog appears, but when you save, it goes here. You see the browser has this list of downloads. With application, it's not on the browser list, but the location is the same. It downloads for me. Okay. Brave, Aurora and anyone else. Any other browser, it's something that you control. It's your local agent that basically let you to access internet and do any activity on internet web application, right? Like this, for example. And it may behave differently, so you need to learn how it works, because I didn't test it on the Brave browser. It should work, but it may be, maybe some differences. Okay. Yeah, Chrome. So probably Brave has some security issues or whatever, so it didn't save it. Maybe, yeah. We tested on Safari, Chrome, and Firefox. So 3 biggest browsers based on audience. The rest, there are many. Opera, Brave, there are different browsers. It may be a little bit different experience there. Okay, so back to this. This looks actually a little bit better because we didn't have colors, so at least the flowers match it. But the rest issues are the same. So, Sanford, I think you need to well, at least change the background. This table is not good for it. Remove flowers, change the background, and well, it may work. The background, it shouldn't be glossy. This kind of glossy because we have lots of reflection from the top diffuser. Okay. Alrighty. Let's move on. Richie. Oh, great work, and again the great the candidate for the for application. I love your photos because I can process them on application. It's done very well, and I'm gonna run it. I just want to see how it will do. Oh, this cap is not sure, but let's review everything. So it's good as usual. They technically done really well, really well. What about this bottom line, Richie? This white edge line. Oh, it's real one. And now I see. It's real one. This is from the aluminum, the balloon or whatever you call it, the thingy. Yeah. So it's okay. It's okay. Not a problem. Richie, this is cylinder, right? Why and how you got straight line on here? I see the camera is more like on the center, relatively close to the subject, and this supposed to be curve. It's really strange to see the straight line. It's really straight line, right? It's, let me see. Ooh, yeah, it's kind of, it's really straight line, almost, well. So as usually I'm telling that anything that is cylindrical should have cylindrical shape on both ends, on top or on the bottom. This probably, it happens because you shoot with relatively long lens, long focal length, right? And it's kind of make things flat, and maybe because of this. So if, well, what I can do, I can tell maybe like 40mm lens will do curves, more curves for you, because other than this, it's very good shot, very nice. It's slightly visible Photoshop. Again, guys who don't like AI. I mean, is it real photo? No, it's not real because they not standing like this, blah, blah, blah. It's Photoshop. We all do use this. So, Richie, when you do composite in Photoshop, you need to think about this edge reflections. Reflexes, whatever you call it. This tiny edge reflection that we see here. And look, there is a line with some highlight. Okay, I'm talking about this edge. And here we don't have it. Here it start appearing. But the color of this little bit strange. I'm wondering. No, it's actually look like the color comes from this bottle. So what I was trying to tell you that it should kind of match the reflection on the edge, should match what is around, and it's definitely will reflect this another piece of this. I mean another shampoo. And well, yeah, it doesn't look like it is because on the bottom, if it would be reflection from the shampoo bottle, it won't be here, it will be different. So we need to match it. Think how you can modify this line to look like it was from this bottle, because there is no line on top, which is okay, even though I think it's good to have it opposite. That line that I see, it comes from bright background. This is why it has bright line. So here there is a black background, and if it would be in reality like this line would be here. This tiny reflex line which comes directly from this area on the background. It's really like sharp angle. And here that line should change the color for sure. It shouldn't be the same line. So brighter line here, and then some orange line here because it's a bottle. And then again, there is no line here at all because it's a shade there and it's nothing to be reflected. So when you do the compositing, you need to think how to make it look like real. That's the same as the AI, you know. Let's grab your stuff. We'll see. So we'll see if we'll cut it off from the orange glossy table. This is the only two keywords that I'm thinking about. Let's see how it's gonna process it meanwhile. Okay, so Richard, this is about making it as realistic as possible. The rest here is very good. You know, the lighting on the bottle, they look beautiful. They just, you know, really, really good. There is something here on the bottom, again, talking about making it photorealistic. Look at this. Look at this. It's the Facebook is showing those lines, but I see there is cut of the shadow here. It's cut, so the shadow is in Photoshop, which is okay. I would change it though. I would make it, especially here, I would make it like it's going to be bottle here. So it's here, and then it should be like going like that a little bit. So going around this bottle and then go back to this. So the shade should be not from one bottle, not from single something like you have, but from three. So it should be a little bit like that, talking about the that reflection on the bottom. Okay. It's a little bit, image is done really well, so you can only improve your blending. Okay. Yeah. Not really nice. Not really nice. But what you can see, what we can look at, let's see what kind of reflection it created. We can see if AI kind of did it well or not. I don't like the background, but again, let's look at this. So, yeah, it didn't do it well. You see, it didn't know because it creates reflection like this, and I think reflection will be different. It won't be like a line, it will be like that, right? But anyway, nobody's perfect. Yeah, that's not good. Why? Because it's not a regular photo of the subject. It didn't really see much photos like this. This is why it wasn't trained to create correct reflection when you have this stuff. And actually, it's funny. What is this? Oh no, that's me. Okay. So this one, it's cool. I would make it slightly wider, since you have this thing, you know, sticking out, almost touching the edge. But it's nice. The only thing, Richie, these lines, green and blue. First of all, why it's blue if this one is green? Green bottle, then green, sort of like a light beam of light or whatever next to it. Understood. Then we have orange bottle, and somehow it gets blue. Why? I think it should be orange. No, I mean, if it's like logically. Then symmetry. I think it's important to have symmetrical composition here. This is all about symmetry because it's in the center and everything like supposed to be symmetrical. Look at this and that. This one is sticking out more than this one. And looking at the top, it's almost the same. Actually, you know what? It's the same on the bottom. Anyway, somehow it's positioned slightly out of, I mean, slightly not symmetrical. Probably the angle is different. I didn't check this angle, this one and that one. I don't know. But I would try to make it as symmetrical as possible. Okay. So this one looks like needs to be sticking out a little bit more, or different angle. The bottom looks cool here. I love it. Same thing with being the straight lines at the bottom. It's not the biggest issue, but still any cylindrical object look way better when we have curves on the section. on the end and on top. Richie, what kind of lens is this? What's the focal length of that lens? Did you specify? No? No. Tell me. This is cool too, except the bottom. Bottom look unnatural. This kind of strange line, which is shadow, no reflection, nothing, then there is something. So it almost looked like it was cut on the bottom. Because, you know, this looks really, really good. It's perfectly lit. So on all of these images, the only thing is how you blend it with the background. Whenever you did with the background. Okay. Here I would change something. Okay, this is what I was thinking. 100 millimeters, 105 millimeters. This is why you have those straight lines. It's a long lens, and you know what happens with this. It compresses the image. Wider lens make it like a visible depth by doing the perspective distortion as well. There is no perspective distortion here, where there is, but it's different way, which makes it look like a flat thing. So I suggest for stuff like this, shoot somewhere 50 millimeters plus minus. 50 millimeter lens. Yeah, I know you will be closer. It's maybe not super convenient to have camera that close. But if you have that lens, try. You may need to fix the perspective a little bit after that, but those edges will look better. 35, well, 16, 35, well, 35 may be a little bit wide. It will be a little bit too much distortions. For example, when you have lens a little bit lower, it will be, you know, a little bit like going this way. You know, like when you shoot architecture, the tall building looks like that. However, it's still easy to correct in Photoshop in Camera Raw, but it will be curved everywhere, you know. So yeah, 35. Try to shoot with 35. I usually shoot bottles and everything with 50 millimeter lens. This is the best focal length. Okay. Yeah, that's relatively far away. So good job, really good job. We can fit it here. We'll see. Okay, let's move to next one. So, Richie, thank you so much. I think you did really good job. Really good. I like it. Okay, this is why we have the last one. More, Richie, from you. Wow, this is awesome. Still no clients. Yeah, the clients is different. It's different. You need to reach them. You need to be proactive. I would suggest to try to find local businesses and try to contact them. I don't know, Richard, did you see we have this? I'll show you. On Photigy last workshop was about using ChatGPT. Oh man, something is broken here. Let's see. We have this workshop. It's a business. Where is business? Well, not sure. Okay. Maybe this one. Somehow the order is out of this. Well, I'll see. It should be if you're a member, VIP member or Pro Club member. The workshop where I use ChatGPT to find local clients and create emails, individual emails for those businesses. It works like you find some listings, Yellow Pages, Chamber of Commerce. There are a few websites, Better Business Bureau, I think there are a few, where you have listing of local businesses. You find them, you find websites, and then you create that assistant, ChatGPT assistant. You give him it the URL of the business. It analyzed website, understand what business is doing, find the name and email, and create a PDF for you that you can download with the email how to approach that client. So, for example, if it was window makers, or some home appliances, how you call the repairs, or any other business, it analyzes and it creates sort of email like, hey John, if it was a John on a website who's owner, I'm a photographer, local photographer, I do such thing, I have portfolio, and I think my work really may help you to on your business, like I can create either lifestyle photos or photos of your product or whatever, and create that email for you. It creates PDF. You need only to open that PDF, copy paste email, the text, and send. And this way you can do hundreds per day. On one day you can cover lots of businesses. Maybe someone will reply, because it's usually small businesses. They if they list email in their website, they check it, because this is the how the client reached them. And once somebody will reply, you can work more closely with them, because you can offer them your services directly. You can come up and shoot. It may be a restaurant, it can be anything. They need lifestyle photos. Right now it's easy to convince business, because they need to have social media presence to get clients. If it's dental clinic, they need to post online like, hey, how we work with our clients, this is our clean offices, this is our beautiful doctors and stuff like that. They need photographer to take nice pictures for them. So you can explain, hey, I spend half a day. We'll take tons of pictures that you can use for a year in your social media posts. High quality images. Who will do this for you beside me? Blah, blah, blah. This is how I would do. This is how I will work to get the client. Okay. It's maybe not directly right now like product photography. It's a little bit harder to find the local, some real stuff makers, but it's good start anyway. I remember when in Georgia I was starting, I was shooting some people when they just start producing something. For example, candles, right? There are many women doing do-it-yourself candle with some nice scents and sell it. Etsy, maybe eBay, whatever. They need nice photos. This is your direct client. Low payment, however, you can start building network. They have always, friends who do some kind of thing their own. People doing jewelry by themselves, easy kind of jewelry. They need nice photos. They do, some massage oils or anything that you can mix at home. You don't need a big facility. This is your target clients. You can always target them on Facebook or whatever. Okay. Chamber of Commerce, physically visit. I remember I was participating back 15 years ago in Georgia. They do gatherings or whatever when the local businesses meet in Chamber of Commerce local. You can talk to them. You have your business cards. Business cards should be something like with URL, better QR code with your URL, so people don't need to type it, because they will make a mistake and eventually forget to do this. So they take a picture of your QR code, opens the website, your portfolio. You need to meet those people, talk to them. Of course, you shouldn't sell directly things to them. Like, hey, I'm a photographer, I can help you. You start asking what they do, what kind of business they run, what kind of challenge they have. So you provide, you start with interest to their persona, to their business, and then at some point you plug in your services, saying, hey, I am a photographer. Maybe we can, do some collaboration. Maybe I can help you. You can be honest, like, okay, I'm looking for new clients, I'm just starting, so maybe we can be in a mutual interest, you know. So stuff like this usually works. You know, sit and wait with a good portfolio. You have good portfolio, really good portfolio, but sit and wait when people find you. That's a long story. I mean, you really need to kind of put efforts. So you shoot stuff. It's great. Now you can shift your activities into finding clients. It will take lots of time. Same as here. Went out and brought camera. Yeah. Try, I don't know, guys. Probably nobody tried it, but what if you will offer them something for very low price? If she'll buy a camera, she'll take some photos. It will be crappy photos, you understand it. But you have access to this. And he did something. Well, sort of. Yours is better, actually. You have access to this. What you can do with clients who really cannot pay your normal fee. And if they don't have money, they're not going to pay you anyway. I mean, regardless of how good you are as a photographer, how good your portfolio, they just don't have budget. So if you tell, hey, I make $10 per picture, if you send me your pictures, I can do like Photoshop work, for example. And use application, then use Photoshop to make things a little bit better. Maybe you can start this way. I'm not saying this is the best way, $10 per picture, probably it's not good money, but again, you will learn how to use it. You may actually get your first client. And for you, it will be, with this app, it will be easy. Because I'm reaching first with these photographers. At some point, when we get, actually, I'm trying to teach you guys all this before we go to wide market. Before I be contacting directly your clients through advertisements. But try to use it. This may be the solution. At least you need to try. Okay, let's talk about this. I'm gonna hit the street, load it in my iPad, get out. Well, not sure what you're talking about iPad. But yeah, iPad is a good thing to show your work. Okay, Richie. What do we have here? We do have a beautiful work. It's very, very good. We have even see the contents. It's cool. I would fix this a little bit. You see there is some roughness on this. Probably this is natural. The glass is not super polished. This is what it looks like to me. So you have to polish it with Photoshop, in Photoshop. And just to smooth it out, this. Beside this, I think this is done very well. Very, very, very well. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, editing, and this is this line here. Yeah, you can fix in editing. Your box looks good in terms of the, just in general, this is good propping, but you need to really remove all those lines from the box. Remove it. We shouldn't see that this was, box with few plexiglass glued together. It should be seamless. So no lines on this, just white. You can actually add here the edge line a little bit more visible. Somehow it's not. But yeah, box should be like just plain, almost like render. It just just a box of that shape with glossy stuff. Let me try to run this in. I download this, but again, yours is better. Let me try to get these guys. This is interesting. Okay, like that. Let's try white background. We'll see. White background may not work well. but it will be bright picture. It's needed when you have some bright reflection on the subject. But of course, the application is more like for lifestyle shots. To make a studio photography, you really need to have reflection and all this stuff on the subject, and AI is not going to do it for you. Otherwise, it's going to kill all the text and change the subject a little bit. So the app is the best when you have more like simplified image, simple image, like I showed you with that perfume with Fahrenheit, and it will create just a nice lifestyle surrounding. For this type of shots, you really need a photographer, and it's good. This is a good advertisement shot, and the AI is not going to help you much here, which is good. So let's see. This one is really nice. Yeah, this one is clean. The box, well, yeah, it's visible. It's almost invisible. It's a little bit visible. This edge, this is my monitor. So you may consider maybe making it slightly more visible. You can actually darken this side, the right side of the box slightly, so we'll see the edge on the corner. But the rest is looking super good. Yeah, good rotation. This one is perfect rotation. This is, I would rotate it kind of back towards us just a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's not in the middle, but it's not 2/3. It's a little bit more than 2/3. I'm talking about this, corner of the rotation. So I will rotate it clockwise. If looking from top, a little bit more to get this the edge on somewhere here, just a little bit. Again, it's just me. This is nice. This is perfect. It's okay. Also, I would remove this little thingy here. Not sure what it is, but it doesn't look like it should be a little thing, but yeah, it's hard to guess. It's a glossy and everything. Yeah, you need to probably do the composite, but these are done really nice. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, love them. Oh, this. Well, you see, it tends to do lifestyle. This is what it's good for. It's lifestyle. Not bad though. What about this one? Aurora, I read comments. Well, I read it everywhere. It just sometimes I don't have time to answer it right away. This is why it may be sitting there. On here, we're gonna add. It's not there yet. We're gonna add something like support and link to our support. Since it's beta, it's not everything ready yet. We kind of do functionality first. It created a top-down photo, sort of, even though I didn't tell it to do top-down. But still, not super bad. A top-down would work fine, if not this one. This one doesn't look good. Glossy white table. I'll try to run it this way. Okay, so Richie, it's good. It's very good. I just seen the background is not done well. This one, I see, if you look, this background is not white. This is white and there is no gradient. It has, I don't know if you would see or not, but there is like strange line pixelated type of thing between white, almost like you are trying to remove background, and here it didn't remove because it was different color. So whatever you've been doing, fix it. You will see it. When you do it in Photoshop. I think, where is my Photoshop? So you can always check it by doing this crazy. I'll show you. When you do in Photoshop, you have these curves and stuff, right? I'm so bad, especially this new Photoshop, where I can change stuff here. Man. It used to be. What is going on? Anyway, now I can't show you. Adjustments, maybe. Oh. Curves, right? I just added here, no? Oh, it's here. Anyway, somehow you can. Sorry, I shouldn't go there. You can squeeze the dynamic range, and you will see immediately all this the discrepancy, any discrepancy on the image. Okay, like solarization type of thing. Yeah. Other than this, it's very good. It's very good. Oh, this is cool too. Red is good. Okay, show us more. Okay, no lighting setup, I guess. So, Richie, well done, well done. The key here is to have large diffusers. Some people saying, hey, it's small subject, why you need to have large one? With small diffusers, it's hard to have nice gradients. Look at this, guys. There is light here, and then because of the diffuser is large, because softbox is relatively large light source, right? So strip box, softbox, you need to have large diffuser, and it creates nice gradient. And this is what we see here, some nice, beautiful gradients. Okay, on a glossy, this is must. So, Richie, well done, well done. Okay, this is actually, again, it did similar as you did, but you did it better. So, not much for studio work. Without, let me try to run without white on background. It will be more vivid, it will be darker, it will be more creative, but it won't be bright. Okay, so that's it, right? Well done, guys. So any questions, time to ask me. And yes, Richie, sure. And I'll be looking for you to meet you next Thursday. For some of you, I'll meet you tomorrow. 2 times actually, 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Probably need to have it 1. Okay, this is actually cool. Let me download it. The only thing that it did wrong, it did wrong the this, you see, it made it red. Why? I have no idea, but somehow it made it red, like almost like it filled with blood. But the rest are looking nice. Yeah. You shoot one thing, you create multiple images out of your good photo studio shot. This an addition of what you can offer a client. But first, of course, you need to have client. By the way, Richie, you can use it, and I think it will be completely okay after some fix in Photoshop if you put this in your portfolio as a series. You know, customers, I was always teaching this, photographers. When your portfolio, if you have just one item, one subject, one photo of it, it's good. But if you have series, it's really good thing for marketing agencies, for anyone who looking for consistency. If they running the ad or promoting line of product or even one product, they need several different images, creative images. This will help you to do it really fast. So you just shoot it, you do this thing. You can always make it for the client in real. I'm not saying that you need to, run it for client like this. But for your portfolio, you can have series of same subject. You can actually have a little bit different, positioning of your subject. And then you use this little bit different photos to generate different backgrounds here. You put it in your portfolio. And this way, more chances that you will get a client who will say, hey, I want the series for this. And then you do photography. You don't need to have AI for this. You get your money and, but it may be a good thing. This is what I would do. It's like to survive here in this rapidly changing world as a photographer, you really need to use all kind of things, everything that is possible. Times changes. You cannot think like, okay, 5 years ago it was like that, and it's a stupid time. There is nobody want to pay money. This is how it is. It's reality shifted. You need to adapt fast. So why not to fill your portfolio with this type of thing? If it will be, if it will look good. Just saying, this is what I would do if I will be looking for clients. Alrighty, guys, it was a pleasure talking to you. Let me see where I am here. Okay. See you next Thursday. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourself and your family. I don't know, everyone who you want to be in your life. Give them some attention. Goodbye. Where do I find this? Cool. Bye, guys.